Someone told me to check out the Doki Doki Literature Club page on Steam, so that's what I'm here to do. And it starts with, this game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Very nice. Sayori, a bundle of sunshine. Yep. Natsuki, cute on the outside. Yuri, maiden of mystery. Ooh, Yuri. Monica, president of the club. Oh, dang. How cute. Free to download. Go play it for yourself. The Literature Club is full of cute girls. Will you write the way into their hearts? This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Okay. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. Very nice. Hi, Monica here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make that dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. I got chills on that last sentence. We haven't spent any time with Monica, and now all this shit's happening and going down. Oh, fuck. Monica, we can fix this. I can spend time with you, I promise. Oh, no. Oh, God. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to PH Balance. I realize I didn't do my intro yet. Welcome to PH Balance. My name is Steven with a PH. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. And I know this is going to surprise and shock all of you, but it has been weeks since I recorded the last episode. I know, crazy, right? It wouldn't be a PH Balance episode if I didn't adjust the volume like 6 times. So, the last time we did this, the last episode we recorded, we were back at the Literature Club. Natsuki's face freaked the fuck out. And then Natsuki and Yuri fought over us. And then when we tried to choose between the two, Monica was like, nope, you're choosing me, bitch. And then Yuri wanted to stay late with us after the club meeting, but she was scared. She wanted to tell us something, but Monica was right there, and she was clearly very uncomfortable with Monica being there, so she asked Monica to leave, and then Yuri glitched the fuck out. So I'm hoping Yuri's still here. She's still on the title screen, so that's a good sign. And I'm starting to think that, as you can see, Sayori's not there anymore. It's now like a amalgamation of the other 3 girls. So I think Sayori got deleted from the game, and the game is having a hard time processing and handling the world without Sayori, which is crazy. This game's amazing. Alright, let's load the game. Alright, let's see. We got family. We have socks. We have this. What happens if I click it? $420 blaze it. Silly. Rose. What was that sound? I don't like this. Dazzle. Childhood. Skirt. Skirt. Chocolate. Warm. Laugh. Sparkle. Marriage. Hair. Portrait. Tenacious. Pure. Joy. Bouncy. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Steve. Hi, Yuri? It's Yuri, right? I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please, don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized, but you really don't have anything to worry about. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Steve, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? What the fuck is Natsuki's voice? Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Monica said that Natsuki was gonna forget about it entirely. And here she is. Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember a bad thing happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... Oh my god, what the fuck is up with her face? What is happening? Mibble, sailcloth, blindside, lifetime, and I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Are we gonna talk about your face? Natsuki, that was fucking weird, right? Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Uh-huh. What took you so long anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though, cause like, you're a fucking robot. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must be requiring a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me! Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Sounds cool, Monica. Look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Steve. Monica, smile sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyways. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if it's Monica. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I mean, Yuri, only, like, her shoulder appeared for a second. Like, the rest of her body was nowhere to be found. And then Natsuki started speaking like a devil, and her mouth turned into, like, I don't know, like a hyper-realistic mouth, like, more than you've ever seen before. But other than that, it's been pretty normal. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Steve, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Sure, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book, you know? But I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over here now. What the fuck? That was scary. What's this story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Sayori's hanging in the background again. Basically, it's about the religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere, just like this fucking game. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Steve? No? I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective when horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyways. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest just yet or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I just feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And people stop me if... And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Cool, we get to hang out with Yuri. We haven't done that yet. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling. Yuri, you really don't have to apologize. I mean, you apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Ooh, it feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Aw, how cute. This isn't gonna get creepy at all. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking, the way she second guesses things, she says and all that. That's what you were thinking about? Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get to that part yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, it's fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Steve, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alrighty, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, I guess there's only 2 people I can pick from. We gotta get closer to Monica, apparently. Hi again, Steve. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon, you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote with me today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Steve. I was going ooh in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes it feels like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now? But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. I remember this one. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop! Violent, grating, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. That one's different. The rest of them seemed familiar. That one I don't remember reading before. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless, delete her. Okay. Let's talk about that. Before it said load me, save her, and now, or load me, save me, and now it says delete her. Save me, delete her. You want to talk about this, Monica? This a little... Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. This happened last time. This happened last time. Return. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay, I was starting to think that this episode wasn't as, like, weird as the last one. It was weird, but I'm like more prepared for it, but now it's starting to... That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Now it's starting to get really fucking weird. Do you think that was Sayori trying to reach through? Because it said delete her, and then it got all glitchy, and then it was like, can you hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Help me. Save me. I think... they tried to delete Sayori. I might have been saying Yuri, I meant Sayori. They might have been trying to delete Sayori from the game, but she's still here. She's still here, and that's why everything's acting so fucking weird, because she's trying to get in touch with us. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other, so maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Yeah, it's good. Steve, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Steve, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? Oh my god, her fucking face is freaky. The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh my god! Fucking Jesus. End. Is Natsuki dead? The last time this happened. The last time. Oh my god. God, what happened? Last time it said in Sayori died, and now it said in. Is Natsuki dead now? Natsuki's, well, obviously, her neck fucking snapped and her eyes were bleeding. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I'm feeling so many different things right now. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. Feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God swimming with open waters in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is pin that fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just, can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. I've unlocked a special poem. Let's fucking read it. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency route. Go to therapy. When you're happy and when everything's great, you should still go to therapy and still meditate. It's really easy to, like, when everything's going good, be like, nah, I don't need to do all that extra stuff. Everything's great. But then when the bad shit happens, then it gets really dark. So you need to go take care of yourself, therapy, meditation, everything while everything is going good, so that when things do crash, you are super well equipped and prepared and ready to take it on. Cool. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Hey, Natsuki! Long time no see! Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Didn't you just, like, didn't your eyes were bleeding and your neck broke? Was that just me? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Guys, I'm worried about Natsuki. That's a concern of mine as well. Okay, let's just, fuck it. She's here, she's alive, fuck it. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Steve joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Steve? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Steve to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Steve joined. As for me, I just like it better than at home. And Steve isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one here who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like it is. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Steve want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club. It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Steve, why did you join the club in the first place? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. She's not wrong. It forced me to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyways? I'm just not, I don't want to be seen right now, so I'm going to take myself out of this situation. But you can still hear me, right? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking it away. No, Steve, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't really belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here, but still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore the responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh my god. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Steve? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I can't read because there's so much shit happening right now. My God. I think the important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members you have, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will make the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Her eyes bleeding. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of my comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Yuri nods! Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, Steve? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Steve before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as the president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Steve, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time, with how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time that you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things that I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, no, not yet, no! Alright, crazy stuff is happening. Crazy stuff is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Put that on a shirt. Alright, I think my theory is starting to pan out. I think Sayori is kind of pulling the strings behind the scenes because she's nothing but a bunch of code. She's trying to communicate directly with us through all of this stuff, and it's just getting fucking weird and fucked up. Woo! Alright, but that's going to end it for this episode here. Thank you so much for watching Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm having a good time, even if it's fucking weird as shit, and it's scaring me, and making me super jittery and anxious, but it is a fun game, good game, an amazing experience for it being free. Like, this is just, you can tell the person who made this game, I believe it's Dan Salvato, there's a lot of love in this game. I think he probably just came up with this really amazing, cool concept and was like, I'm going to make this game and I'm going to make it free because I want as many people to play it as you can, because people would totally pay money for this, but I think that might be a barrier for some people. If I saw this game and it cost money, I wouldn't have bought it. It's not my type of game. But I'm so glad that I'm playing it now. So thank you all for joining me. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Watch all the videos. Share the videos. We got to get those 1,000 subs. We got to get those 4,000 hours of watch time so I can start making money. Bye.